Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of September 26th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If that's something you're into, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you're always up to date on the advice that the cards have for you. I'll be doing 5 card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Lapis Lazuli, the borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with Dangling Jade, and the Tarot de Marseille with Obsidian. We also have 4 different Oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and choose which tarot deck and which Oracle card resonate with you the most. It's okay if you're drawn to more than one, you might have a combination of messages. And of course you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, the timestamps are right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, group 1, let's see what we have in store for you. Yeah, this is... Sorry, I just took a second to look at the calendar that's on my wall. So we'll be going into the first wee little days of October during this week. And this is interesting. I'm not sure yet what these two things mean, but I have the feeling that there's going to be some letting go that you will be invited to do this week. Let's see what the next 2 cards are. Well, I will say, no matter what this week has in store for you, to try to be kind with yourself and try to not lose sight of the bigger picture of the things that you're trying to build, because so far, like even if the last card is upright, the majority of your cross is reversed, which means there might be some choppy waters ahead. Let's go ahead and lay down the final card, which is the King of Cups in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. Let me just make sure this is framed properly. This should be good. Yeah, that's fine. So here's the thing. Keep in mind that this is a process, and I think that the best thing to keep in mind for you this week, Group 1, is to remember that sometimes when there's a I'm going to racing for as a metaphor here. Sometimes when there's a hairpin turn, it's important to slow down and to not try to take the hairpin turn too aggressively. And part of what can help us keep that perspective is to be patient with oneself and to keep in mind the bigger vision of what we're trying to go for, and also to not let our emotions get the better of us, which is the pretty clear thing that the King of Cups in reverse is saying in the middle of your cross here. So I think for you, again, I'm reading this Justice reversed as a situation that feels unfair but actually is. Sometimes life throws you curveballs, and I think that for you, Group 1, the thing that can best help you prepare for whatever curveballs this week has in store for you is to, breathe, relax, be patient, and be centered. And remember that this is a process, and just because the first couple pentacles that this guy crafted weren't up to par, that's not an excuse to be harsh towards yourself. And it's not an excuse for him to be harsh towards himself. It's certainly not an excuse for him to stop and abandon. But it's also not an excuse for him to, how can I say this? It's also not an excuse for him to speed up and just start banging out pentacles even faster. That might be the thing that you're being invited to let go of. But yeah, I would say for you, definitely Group 1, patience would be the Patience would be the word to keep in mind, and to just stay centered. I am suddenly tempted to draw an advice card, and yeah, transformation isn't always comfortable. And again, whatever energies this represents for you concretely in your week ahead, just remember that this is a process to whatever is on the other side for you. And sometimes when you're flying from Hawaii to New York, you will get pockets of turbulence, but that doesn't, just because you hit turbulence on your way, it doesn't mean that you're on the wrong track. So just try to keep that in mind. Yep, that is what I have for you. So group 1, thank you very much. If that reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up to this video. And also, well, there is no and also. I will see you in your Oracle card reading. You take care. All right, group 2, 2 cards flipped over while I was shuffling, the 8 of Swords and the Knight of Cups reversed. So let us see if it's important at all, and what the cards in general have to say. This is a really interesting combination. I'm seeing confidence in the face of adversity or delay. It's too soon to call this adversity, but definitely with these 2 reverse 10s, the notion of delay is making the most sense for you. This is... What's strange about this is that despite the scary looking cards on this line in particular, where the only upright card is a tower, I feel like you have done the work to be ready to deal with this moment head on. And it's funny, like, I don't mention this often enough. So the court cards in the suit of wands, which is represented of the element of fire, they typically have salamanders. All 3 others have salamanders somewhere on their card. And the Queen of Wands is the only exception. She does not have salamanders on her garb or anywhere in this card, as far as I can tell. Yeah, even the King of Wands, there's a salamander on the little stone slab on his throne here. But anyway, I digress. The reason I'm mentioning this is that salamanders represent protection from fire, and the fact that the Queen of Wands is like, you know, cape open, chin up, eyes, well, to the side, but forward compared to where she's looking. It suggests an energy of confidence and brazenness. And is this all you got? I know where I'm going. So yeah, I would invite you to rest assured in that self-assuredness and confidence, and to not let the calamities, for lack of a better word, I'm definitely alluding to this card here, but not let whatever troubled calamities that this week has in store for you to let you lose sight of the bigger picture, which is running very clearly with the 2 reversed 10s here. These are the 2 reversed passive 10s too, the Pentacles and Cups here. So I think that I'm not gonna lie, my resistance to saying it has caused me to be more tongue-tied through this reading so far. But this is a similar general flavor to the reading I just gave Group 1. I wouldn't be surprised if there are many of you who also picked Group 1. But the bottom line is, try to, like, if ever you let whatever tower moments this week has in store for you get you down, to try to take your big vision and to chop it up into, you know, checkpoints that you can get to along the way. and try to focus on that, if anything else, you know, because again, you have done the work to get to this point, and you have everything you need to navigate this storm here. So as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, just rest assured that you are the right person that you need to be to deal with all of this. And yeah, I honestly don't have that much more to add. So thank you very much for being here. If this reading resonated with you, it would really help me out if you can give this a thumbs up. But in the meantime, you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. All right, last but not least, group 3, you should know the tower flipped over while I was shuffling your cards. And as is customary, I'm going to throw down all 5 cards. I'm going to stare at these cards in silence, and then I'll tell you what I got. Let me see here. The 2 aces and the 10 of cups are I'm definitely getting good vibes from this, but I'll stitch together a proper meaning right now. Group 3, I'm reading this. It's almost as if you have a choice between 2 opportunities, building off a past success or something that you've brought to a completion. And what jumps out at me after a bit of observation is that this ace is the same suit as the page, and this ace is the same suit as the 5 of wands that's in front of this page. So what I'm reading this as is that if you're faced between 2 opportunities, one of them will require a change, and one of them is one that you're more suited to or aligned with already. And honestly, I don't think there's a wrong choice either way. Just keep in mind that some opportunities will require a change, and if you feel like just, you know, strolling down the hill to capitalize on the opportunity that you know, is already aligned with you, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. So honestly, I don't have that much more to add. It's almost as if you can do no wrong. It's almost as if no matter which opportunity that you end up going with, assuming that my reading has been on target so far, it's going to provide you with the advancement that you need. So yeah, if you choose to go with the, if you choose to take the stroll down the hill, just be mindful that that's fine, and don't beat yourself up over it. And if you choose to go on the unbeaten path, just be ready to make the changes necessary to do that. But remember that you're building off of a strong foundation. So yeah, keep that in mind. And I don't have that much more to add, so I'm going to end the reading there. So thank you very much for trusting me with your reading. If your reading resonated with you and if you enjoyed it, it would really help me out if you can give this video a thumbs up. But in the meantime, you can stay tuned for your Oracle card readings coming up like literally right now. So let me just... close enough. Oh, before I flip over these cards, I just wanted to say, like, this is, I'm calling this an astrology special. These are 4 Oracle cards that are based, Oracle decks that are based off of the astrology system. And it would be hilarious to me if these 2 cards were moon related, because these are 2 Moonology decks. But regardless, let's jump right into it. So group A, your card is the moon. Called it. The word is perception. So this would be keep your wits about you, and try to keep as objective an eye to the facts and the situations that you navigate this week. And because sometimes when we're looking into a mirror or looking at an image or some piece of abstract art, we're kind of projecting what we hope to see into the art. So try to be mindful of that and to mitigate that. That's basically what I have for you, Group A. Group B, your card is a new start is coming, the new moon. So for one of you that... For one of you, that is very fitting considering the reading that I gave you. But for the other two, just keep in mind that no matter what this week in particular is bringing for you, that there is a new start on the horizon, even though it might not feel like it in the moment, so to speak. Group C, your card is the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. So this is pretty straightforward. I think that for you, and this fits in very well with two of the three readings I gave in particular, just keep in mind that every obstacle that's in your way, it turns you into a better person to deal with the next obstacle. There will always be obstacles, there will always be delays, and to just trust that in the bigger scheme of things, all will be well. That would be very useful for you to keep in mind this week. And again, it would be super funny if this was also a moon card. Group D, your card is, Saturn in Virgo, isolation. Let me just figure out how close I can get this. Let me absorb this here. This is a warning to be open to the people who can be there to help you, people who are available to you, who can give you the things that you need to better deal with whatever this week has in store for you. Just be on the lookout for. Try to not let your pride or your sense of ego get in your own way in the form of turning down offers that would be best for you if you accepted them. Like if someone is reaching out to you and offering a hand to help, this week wouldn't be a good week to let your ego shut down such an offer, you know? So on that note, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I would be really curious to see what kind of comments that you have in the comments below. But regardless of anything, thank you so much for being here. I hope y'all have a great week. You take care. I'll see you soon.